Hey everybody, it's Allie, and I'm glad that you could join me for what I think is going to be just a quick presentation because I don't want to spend too much time, but want to introduce you to the new products that were introduced at the convention just a couple of weeks ago. So, like normal, everything in this presentation has not been evaluated by the FDA, and it's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So the convention went by the theme, Light Your Fire. And with collectively 20,000 people at this convention, it certainly did light the fire under a lot of people. And I can't remember exactly how many countries they said were represented, but it was something like 42 or 48 countries were there. I mean, it was in the 40s. It was a large number. So it was really nice to connect with so many people and so many people that I've connected with online in a lot of the Facebook pages. So certainly think about it for next year because it was really lovely. And we're always in a very, very large convention hall. And I don't know how they get everybody in there, but there are presentations where everybody is silent. And usually when Gary Young is on the stage, everyone is silent. So those are just a couple of pictures just to show you how big it is. And I couldn't even get my camera to show how big it is. I mean, it's a huge, huge convention hall. And they have big, large screen TVs up to really show everybody all the information. So it's really, they do a nice job. But I wanted to show you this before I get into the products. And it's a blurry photo because I was taking it with my camera and trying to zoom in. But it shows from the beginning of Young Living in 1994 to today, what the sales have been. And at no time in Young Living's history have they gone backwards on the number of products that they've sold and the amount of money that they've made. So it has gone up and it's gone up and it's gone up. And you'll see last year in 2014, it spiked tremendously. Something happened. I think people just became aware and really, really started getting into these products, but not just getting into the products, but seeing results. And then look at that last purple bar on the right is the projection for 2015. I mean, it's going to go through the roof. So if ever there is a time that a product is out of stock, just remember that there are now 4 million Young Living members. That's huge. Last year it was 2 million. We've doubled. So when you think that Mother Nature can only provide us so much, there's only so much of our pure lavender and our pure black spruce and jasmine. If anything ever goes out of stock, just keep that in mind and we'll find you alternatives. But Young Living is growing like crazy, so it's really exciting to be a part of this. So let me kick off with the oil that was named after the convention theme. They do this every year. Last year, the theme of the convention was Build Your Dream, and they created an oil for that. The year before it was Believe, and they created an oil for that. So the Light the Fire oil, you know what? I got to tell you, it's really interesting. I personally love it, but there's been some mixed reviews on this. So when you smell it initially, I mean, it smells warm. I mean, I'm smelling it right now. It smells warm and spicy. It's almost like Thieves with pepper. I mean, that's probably the most Thieves I think everybody knows. So it's spicy, but it's got a little bit of pepper in it. So when people smell it, they're like, a lot of them were like, I could take it or leave it. But here's the interesting thing. When you taste it, it tastes completely different than how it smells. I actually taste vanilla in it. And there is no vanilla in it. So, I mean, it's really fascinating. So, you know, I would recommend that you actually try it by tasting it. Um, so what I like to do is put it in hot water and make a little light the fire tea. My dad is putting it in his coffee and loves it. So certainly give this one a try. But when you look at what does this fire really do, it's inspiring. You know, I'm really getting into the energetic aspects of the oil since, you know, we really, you know, we're limited in what we can talk about physically about what it does. But you can look up all of these individual oils and see physically, you know, how they can support you. But this is an inspiring oil. I mean, look at the name, Light the Fire. If you need to light a fire under your behind, you need to get this oil. It's inspiring, it's motivating, it's going to get you going. Because it's warm and it's spicy, you know, when you're spicy, you tend to just get things done, right? This is certainly not a calming oil. It is going to get you up and out and doing the things that you're meant to do. So I love it that they created this. Certainly give it a try. I love the flavor of it. It just tastes different when you taste it. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Actually, I'm going to taste a little bit right now. It's very cinnamony because cassia and ocotillo are cinnamon-ish. Is that a word? I don't even know if that's a word. Cinnamon-ish. Oh yeah, it's hot. It's a hot oil, and it's huge. I mean, there's no cinnamon in it, but it's huge cinnamon flavor. I really like it. I really like it. So I recommend that you try it. All right, let's go to the next one. And if you all have any questions, just type me something in the chat, and you'll see that you can actually click in the chat and you can download a PDF of this PowerPoint so that you have it. All right. So don't feel like you have to take a boatload of notes here. All right, let's go to the Northern Lights Black Spruce. So the Northern Lights farm in British Columbia, Canada, is what Gary Young and a very, very small team of guys have been bulldozing. I mean, they showed pictures of them with their big bulldozers and excavators and backhoes. And, you know, he even had his youngest son working one of the backhoes. And they were working round the clock starting last August and really got it up and running this spring. They were working in 40 below degree temperatures in the winter because we need black spruce. And you want to know why we need black spruce? It's in valor. People go bananas when we don't have valor. So Gary really sacrificed a lot and got this Northern Lights farm that is full of black spruce, got it up and running, got a distillery put right on site, and is now distilling black spruce. And you've got to smell this. It is amazing. And when you smell it, you're instantly going to think of valor. Because what I like about the black spruce, you know, yes, it's going to, you know, improve the appearance of dry skin, which is going to be fantastic for winter. But it's strengthening. I mean, you smell it and you feel strong. Think of a black spruce. That's a big tree, and it's very grounded. So this is a very grounding oil. I'm smelling it right now. I wish I had a scratch and sniff webinar for you guys. Wouldn't that be fantastic? So it's grounding, it's strengthening. And when you feel grounded and strong, you have courage. And that's why it's such a key ingredient in valor, because valor is the oil of courage. And it's why Gary and Young Living went to such great lengths to get us that Northern Lights farm so that we could have black spruce and never have to go out of stock again. So energetically, it'll really strengthen you. So imagine using The Northern lights black spruce with the light the fire. You've lit your fire and you're strong. Ah, that's going to be amazing to use these two together. So like I said, it's a key oil in Valor. It's a key oil in the Envision oil, which I love. It's a key oil in Grounding and so many other different blends from Young Living. So definitely give that a try. And I think they still have some of the first distillation kits where you actually get a bottle of the oil from the very first distillation, but you also get a bottle of the floral water. Now, Young Living United States has not provided us floral water, but floral water is big in Europe. And it's when they do the distillation with the steam, the oil rises to the top. Like if you can just imagine like a big glass bottle, the oil rises to the top and the water from the steam goes to the bottom. That's all flower water, you know, which if you go into a lot of like beauty stores, they'll have like rose floral water. It's not as potent and as therapeutic as the oils, but it still has some benefit. So you can actually still go onto the website and get the initial distillation kit that has the black spruce floral water, the black spruce water, and the black spruce oil. All right, Ningxia Zing. So for those of you who are Ningxia Red addicts, this is very cool. I am not an energy drink sort of gal. Everybody else went bananas over this, and I was just like, okay, you know, I'll give it a try. I really loved it because there was an afternoon at convention. These are very long days. And there was an afternoon at convention where my energy was really starting to decline. And so they had a Ningxia Red bar where you could actually belly up to the bar and get a Ningxia Red drink. You could get a Ningxia Red with a Ningxia Nitro and all these shots of oils in it. It was really quite cool. And so I went and got a can of Ningxia Zing. And I mean, it comes in a big can. I mean, you see that it's 8.4 fluid ounces. It's only 35 calories. It's got wolfberry puree, pepper, lime, white tea extract. It's got the Ningxia Red in it, sparkling water, comes in a 12-pack. I took a drink of it, and honestly, within less than 5 minutes, my energy was through the roof. And this does have some caffeination in it, and I normally don't drink caffeine, and I tend to get jittery when I do. I didn't get jittery, which was good, but I definitely felt the surge from this. So if you are one of those type of people that likes an energy drink, and I'm not going to name the popular one that's named after an animal, I'm not going to do it, but you know what I'm talking about. That is full of stuff that you ought not put in your body. This is what you need to put in your body because it is totally pure and healthy for you, and it will give you energy. So I'm actually going to be buying this. I think it's amazing. A friend of mine just today mixed Ningxia Red, Ningxia Nitro, and Ningxia Zing all in a glass and drank it. And I thought, oh, for sure you're going to be doing a 50-mile marathon. And I wrote her and I said, tell me how you feel afterward. And she said, I have never felt more motivated to get stuff done. And she said it also cut sugar cravings. That's an interesting kind of side effect. So yes, you can mix all these Ningxia products together. So it comes in a 12-pack. Certainly consider giving this a try. It really does taste good. You know, when I saw the pepper in there, I was like, ew, that's not going to be good. No, it was good. I really liked it. All right. This is what everybody was screaming with joy about. There's 3 more Thieves products being added to the Thieves line. And this made me giggle with joy like a little girl high on essential oils because I recently recently went to a conference. It was a Young Living conference here in Michigan, and I was given a sheet that had all of these hidden toxic chemicals that are in our everyday products, food and bath and body products and stuff like that. And when I looked at it, it's like, oh, I think I'm okay because I buy, really safe dishwashing soap and detergent. I'm not going to name the company that I use, but it's really all natural. They don't test on animals. And when I got home, I'm like, let me just look at my dish soap. And the number 2 ingredient after water was sodium lauryl sulfate. And sodium lauryl sulfate is a neurotoxin and is really, really super bad for us. I was stunned. And I think I even posted on Facebook. I'm like, I'm in mourning. I can no longer use this line. I had to throw out the dish soap, the laundry detergent. And that was before I went to convention. And the whole time I'm thinking, gosh, what am I going to use for dish soap? I've actually been using my Thieves hand soap as dish soap. And so when they announced this, I was so happy. It's like, thank you, because this is amazing. So you get a 12-ounce bottle, and it has all sorts of amazing ingredients. I have looked up every single one, and you can go onto the website and you can look them up. Because a couple of them I'd never heard of, like lauryl glucoside. That's an all-natural ingredient, but it is filled with thieves oil, jade lemon, and bergamot. And the bergamot is, I'm smelling it right now. It really, I love the smell of Thieves, and I really love jade lemon. It's very different than lemon. But the bergamot just makes it sweet. It just makes it sweet. So I love to do dishes. I can't explain it. I've loved to do dishes ever since I was a child. It was like a very grown-up thing that I did as a child. I'd stand on the telephone books to raise myself up to the sink, and I always did dishes. So I love doing dishes. I never use my dishwasher. And when you think about putting your hands in this soap, if it is filled with toxins and chemicals, it's going right into your bloodstream. You know what? You might as well just guzzle it. And if you look at your dish soap, and if it has any toxic chemicals in there, and especially if it says don't ingest, then you need to be rethinking why you're even putting your hands in it. So I would encourage you to give this a try. I really like it. It doesn't have any of the nasty stuff in it, like dyes, that sodium lauryl sulfate that I mentioned. It doesn't have formaldehyde or phosphates or synthetic perfumes. It is super, super great. And so is the Thieves fruit and veggie soak. So I've actually been using the Thieves hand soap to wash off, tomatoes and apples and stuff like that. And you certainly can do that, but this is so much easier because not only do you get this cute little canister of the veggie soak, but you also get a veggie spray. So with the veggie soak, you take a very small amount, very small, I think it's like a teaspoon to a gallon of water. You're never going to need a gallon of water unless you're really soaking like a dozen apples or something like that. But you just fill up, a bowl of water. You just put like a splash of the soak in. You throw whatever you want in there, lemons, oranges, apples, cucumbers, you name it, tomatoes. And you let it sit for like 2 minutes, and then you take it out, you rinse it off, and you're done. And it gets rid of anything that's on the outside. So even if you're buying organic, you still want to really clean it off. And so not only does this have Thieves in it, which we all know what Thieves does and how good Thieves is, but it has digize in it, and it has purification. So you all know what digize does. I don't need to go through that. And you all know what purification does. This is super powerful. It is totally awesome. Now, the little spray bottle, that you can travel with. So if you're going out to restaurants or anything like that, or, you know, I travel a lot, so I'm going to take this with me. You just spray what you want and then you just wipe it down. Easy peasy. I love that. That is so fantastic. They've made it easy to travel with. And then there is the laundry detergent. I am so excited. It took forever for mine to arrive. Some of the stuff I actually picked up at convention and brought back with me. This I had shipped, and it's been so popular. It was actually on back order for a couple of days, but I just got it today. I am loving this. I have never been so excited in my life to do laundry. I took all the kitties' blankets, and I'm like, kitties, I'm going to wash all of your blankets in Thieves laundry soap. And let me just say, Lucy is very happy. My 17-year-old, she is rolling around on her new Thieves infused blanket. It's all freshly laundered. So this is non-toxic, plant-based, no chemicals, nothing synthetic, none of that sodium lauryl sulfate junk, no dyes, no petrochemicals, no formaldehyde, no phosphates. It's amazing. It is excellent for any washing machine that you have, even the high efficiency. And even though it comes in a small bottle, it's a 32-ounce bottle, a very, very small amount goes a long way. So, so I'm reading it right now. So for high efficiency washers, they're saying 1/4 of a cap. Hold on, I'm pulling the cap off. Wow, that's a very, very small amount. Seriously, I'm thinking that's like 2 tablespoons. And that's for a high efficiency. And then for conventional, it's a 1/2 cap. Gosh, that's got to be 1/2 cap. That's got to be like only 3 or 4 tablespoons. It's a very small amount. So a friend of mine actually compared our new Thieves laundry soap with a very natural laundry soap, the one that I used to use that I won't use anymore. And now if you're using really cheap laundry soap, yes, this is going to be more expensive. But trust me, you need to get rid of that cheap stuff, because think about at night when you're laying on your pillow, you're breathing that in. You might as well just sit in a toxic chamber, because that's all you're doing. So if you have been using a natural detergent, my friend did a comparison, and she said, comparing load to load between this unnamed natural version and our new Thieves version, the Thieves is about 10 cents more per load. That's it. So totally worth it. I mean, when you think of how many toxins we are surrounded with every day, Young Living is making it so easy for us to truly have a chemical-free home. And I mean, it's scary. There are so many young people. I have so many friends right now who are young, who are dealing with terrible health issues. You really, really need to have a toxic-free, chemical-free home as much as possible. And this is a great way to really get started. All right. If you have kids, if you know anybody that has kids, if you have grandkids, these are actually pretty cool. So they came out with 2 child diffusers. They have interchangeable covers. There's a diffuser underneath. It runs continuously or intermittently. This is the one that the girls seem to like the most. It's the Dolphin Reef ultrasonic diffuser. It has 6 LED light colors that, flip off from blue to red to green to yellow. And then this one, a lot of the boys seem to like, but some girls are into dinosaurs. And this one's pretty cool because the diffusing, it kind of erupts through the volcano. The vapors do. It's kind of neat. So again, interchangeable. You can run it continuous or intermittent. It's got all these LED light colors in it. Totally awesome if you know any kids and you want to get them working with the oils. So really great for diffusing at night, diffuse some lavender to help them, kind of calm down and get ready for bed. And what a fun way to do it. All right, Cool Azul Sports Gel. All right, so this one I've really been thinking a lot about because I was trying to figure out what's the difference between Cool Azul, Deep Relief, and Pan Away. So you probably all know about Pan Away. Deep Relief really goes into the muscles and really supports the muscles. So the Cool Azul is labeled a sports gel. And it's like, okay, that's totally awesome. This is being promoted for use after sports or exercise or in massages. To me, I think it's great for anything where you have exerted yourself physically. So if you do a lot of yard work, if you're, anything, you could be painting your house, that's physical exertion. Anything where you've really, really, really worked your muscles, it's 10% pure essential oils and aloe vera. So when I saw that and when I applied it, it's like, you know what? This is really hydrating. It's really cooling. So this would be really amazing after you've been out in the sun. Easy peasy. I love it. So let me tell you the oils that are in it. So we got some aloe vera, we got some olive oil, we have peppermint, wintergreen, sage, balsam copiaba, oregano, arnica, which is homeopathic. That's new. Let's see, there's sunflower in it. There is lavender, matricaria, which is a form of chamomile. There's blue cypress. There's alimi, which is kind of an affordable version of frankincense. I guess that's a nice way to put it. There's willow, caraway seed, dorado azul, which is where it gets its name, vetiver. And that's what's in it. So it comes in a nifty bottle, and I almost think, and nobody has said this, but this is just kind of my opinion. I'm opening it up right now. I almost think they did it this way and they packaged it this way to appeal to more men. Because I think it's a little, even though there's a lot of men out there that use essential oils and more are using essential oils, I think this might be a little more cool and masculine to take into the gym when you take a bottle like this than maybe a bottle of Deep Relief or Pan Away. So anyway, I just rubbed some on the back of my neck. Ooh, that is cooling. So you can, again, when you get these oils, you can do whatever you want with them. Test them out, because you've probably already experienced where an oil is recommended for one thing and you try it and it helps you on something else. All right, so let's see, we have a comment here. Out in the sun and used aloe vera. This would have been better. Yeah. Oh, I got to tell you, my neck is, that feels good. It's really cooling. The peppermint and the wintergreen. Oh, it smells awesome. So you get a 3.4 ounce bottle of it. Cool Azul. I love the name too. All right, let's go to the next one. They have come out with Dead Sea mud soap and Dead Sea bath salts. Now the bath salts have lavender in them. It smells really good. So if you've worked with Dead Sea salt before, it's really purifying. It's really fantastic to soak in a bath with Dead Sea salt. Very cleansing, very purifying. It exfoliates really well. So the mud soap is really exfoliating. It smells fantastic. So that was very interesting because they've not done anything like that before. All right, essential peel. So I have to confess, when they first advertised this, I'm like, oh my God, it's like a face peel. That's awesome. So I went to, they always have like a Young Living Expo, like a marketplace where you can sample everything. Imagine 10,000 people trying to sample everything. And so I go up to the little booth and they were giving away free samples. And I'm like, I looked at this little, plastic pouch. It's the good plastic, not the bad plastic. And I looked at it. It's very thin. It's very small. And I'm like, how am I going to fit my face in that? And the lady at the booth, she's like, honey, why would you want to fit your face in it? And I'm like, it's a peel. And she's like, no, it's not that kind of peel. It's a little plastic envelope that you peel open. And I'm like, well, why would I do that? She said, you peel it open, it's got a little cotton swab in it with a single use of lavender or peppermint. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's totally cool. So you can take it to the office with you. You can take it on travel with you. If you're on the go, if you're going to the beach, a great way to cool down is peppermint. You can take it to the beach, wipe yourself down with it. Lavender. I'm taking this on the road because sometimes I have a hard time sleeping when I'm in a strange place. I've been carting around my little travel diffuser, but this I could just take, slather it all over my face, and I'm sure I'll sleep really good. So it's kind of cool. And they're also great to hand out to people if they want to try. So what they're doing is Young Living wants to know if we really like these. So depending on if people order them, if they find that it's popular enough, they're going to create other peels in other scents. So maybe we could get a lemon peel. Oh, dun-dun-dun. Get that? Lemon peel? Cracking myself up here. Maybe we'll get a Thieves peel or a Joy peel or a Valor peel. So yeah, so they say if we like it, they're going to create more. So really super easy to take in your purse, and especially for travel. I mean, I get away with a lot taking my essential oil bottles because I have TSA pre-check and I don't have to pull out all of my liquids. I just go through and they don't seem to care. But for a lot of people, you have to cram everything into the 1 quart plastic bag. And, sometimes it's hard to take all your oils. This is a great way to take your oils because it's technically not a liquid, so you don't have to put it in there. All right, chocolate sleek bars. So if you are at all familiar with the sleek program is a weight management program. So they have sleek tea, a sleek oil. They have the sleek bars that are nutty and fruity. And now they created sleek bars that are covered in organic dark chocolate. So of course, I was kind of cracking up at first. I'm like, organic dark chocolate, super healthy for you, very high in antioxidants, but is it really still going to be part of a weight maintenance plan? And so sure enough, you can get a box of 6 of these. Each bar is 150 calories. That's pretty darn good. It only has 3 grams of protein, but it's got 6 grams of fiber. So really what this is, it has superfruits in it, nuts, berries, protein, fiber. Let me read you the ingredients. So it has organic dark chocolate, yum. It has baru nuts, almonds, honey, chicory root, dates, coconut, cacao nibs, golden berries, Bing cherries, wolfberries, and the wolfberry is the Ningxia wolfberry. It has quinoa crisps, chia seeds, potato skin extract, which helps you feel full. So that's part of the whole weight management part. It has vanilla oil, orange oil, cinnamon oil, and sunflower. What a great snack to have. So I think this is fantastic. If you want to eat it for like a midday snack or if you're on the go, I'm going to be taking these on travel with me because there's just a lot of crappy food in airports, and there's no reason for me, to have to run through an airport trying to find a healthy snack bar when I can just take this with me. So another great product for the Sleek line. All right, now this I am so excited about because I am not a protein powder sort of gal. I have tried so many protein powders from Whole Foods. I've tried hemp powder and whey powder. Stay away from soy. Just trust me, I'm not even going to get into a talk about soy. Take soy out of your diet. It's not good for you. I'm just going to say it. We bastardize it here in America. Don't eat it. So, when this was announced, I was like, oh, okay. Like the little voice inside my head said, Allie, this is going to be your new best friend. And I was like, I don't think so. Oh no, that little voice was right. So the one thing that I've never liked about protein powders is no matter what you mix it in and no matter what flavor it is, I'm sorry, it just tastes like watered down cardboard. It's nasty. These have the most amazing flavor, and it's not too much. So they have vanilla spice and they have chocolate. And I've tried them both. I had them both for breakfast this morning. This is my new breakfast because what you do is you take 1 cup of water or 1 cup of milk. I'd recommend not using dairy milk. You can, but go for like a nut milk, like almond milk. I use cashew milk because it doesn't have the carrageenan and stuff in it. That's nasty. Don't get me going about that. Or you can use rice milk or coconut milk. And then you put in 2 scoops of this protein complete. So it's 1 cup. It's not a huge amount. Like all the other protein powders I've tried, I end up with this like huge glass, and it's like, I want to hurt myself if I have to drink this nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. It's, if you're Harry Potter fans, it's like the equivalent of drinking Polyjuice potion. That's what all these other protein things were like for me. This is different. Not only does it taste great, but it's only a cup. It's 1 cup that you drink and you get 25 grams of protein. You get huge amino acids. I mean, it has the full range of amino acids. And it supports ATP production, which helps with our thyroid support. But now it's not vegan. It's not vegan. Okay, it's vegetarian, but it's not vegan. And I know I've already emailed somebody in my upline about whether Young Living will create some vegan versions of this. And it's not vegan because it has whey protein in it. So there's no soy, but it has whey protein. And it has eggs in it. It has pea protein, hemp seed protein, organic evaporated cane juice. It has, oh my gosh, all the amino acids, blah, blah, blah. It has some stevia, lots of vitamins. Calories, 160 calories. Sugar content is 10 grams. Protein is 25 grams. It's got like 50% of thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folate, B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, 10% calcium, 100% zinc. And then it has orange oil in it. Totally awesome. I really, really recommend that you get this. Because I think there's better ways that we can get protein in us, and I'm not going to lecture people on how they get their protein, but this is a super, super healthy way to get protein in you. So I highly recommend it, and it really tastes great. All right. Now this one, I don't have a picture of because it's not ready yet. It's coming next month. At least they said it's coming next month. but it is a brand new multivitamin formula. And it's not just multivitamin, it's multi-nutrient. And unfortunately, at my in-person party last night, somebody walked off with the product guide, so I can't read you what's in it. But it's 4 capsules that are all prepackaged in a little envelope that you take at once, and it has everything in it. It is unbelievable. It has all the vitamins, all the minerals that you need, but it has like broccoli and carrots and pear extract. So it has all of these fruits and vegetables and quite a few oils. It's awesome. So when you see this, seriously consider taking it. I've been taking a lot of the Young Living supplements. I have been thrilled with them all. This one I'm excited about. So just keep a lookout for that. And then, so that's the end of the products. And I really, really want you to consider coming to convention next year. It's going to be in Salt Lake City. It's an hour and a half away from Young Living headquarters. And although they haven't announced it, they're probably going to have a farm day, which means they put a bunch of us on a bus and we go out to the farm and we can roll around in the lavender and we can watch the seed to seal process from start to finish and hang out with Gary. How awesome would that be? Now they were taking early registration at convention, but they're going to open it up again this fall for a couple of months for $189. I would recommend, if you want to go, get a ticket this fall, because I think come February 1st, there's not going to be any tickets. Convention always sells out, and it sells out early. Get a ticket. Here's the thing. If you get a ticket and your circumstances change, let me know, because there are always people on Facebook, 2 months out, 1 month out, 1 week out, who are begging for tickets, and you can easily sell it. This year, I actually bought 2 tickets. I was hoping to take someone with me. I couldn't find anybody to go with me, and I very easily sold my ticket. I could have sold it 50 times over. So if you have any inkling, a little nudge, a little voice whispering in your head, that would probably be me, buy a ticket. And I will let you know as soon as it comes out. Get a ticket for $189. It is totally worth it. And then what we do is we get a group of rooms. We share rooms. If we can put 2 people in a room, that helps with that cost. We try to fly in at the same time. We take a shuttle, we hang out. It's really fun. There were 4 of us there this year. Just in the session that I was in, there were others in the first session, and it just made it so much more fun. So please, please, please put this on your calendar. And even if you don't know how you're going to get there, put it on your calendar like, I'm going, and then you'll manifest it. And then just one last reminder, if you have anyone who has expressed any interest in joining, they still have the $10 off on the premium starter kits, and that's an awesome deal. So most of the kits are going for $150 now. Otherwise, they're normally $160. Let your friends know. It ends at the end of August. This is just a promo that was done in celebration of convention. And they extended it. It was supposed to end, I think, 2 days ago, and they extended it through the end of the month. Or if you want to get the new kit, either to have for yourself or just to show, because it's a beautiful showcase. The oils, as you see there, they truly do prop up in a stand. It's a beautiful put together kit. And if you just want a kit to show people, I have a kit just that I show people. I do not open up the oils. I just show it to them. You can get it you can also get it at a discount. So that's new, because they were never offering the starter kits to current members. So keep that in mind. All right, and I'm always here to answer your questions. And next year, I hope you will stand next to me, because they have all these cool, awesome signs all over convention, and I'd love to stand with you. We can have our picture taken and, celebrate all your good work. So before I close the webinar, and look, I did that in 45 minutes. That's totally cool. Any questions? Please post me something in the chat if you have a question. Aw, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. All right, any questions? Anybody? Give it another couple of seconds here. All right, I don't see any other questions, so I'm going to go ahead and close the recording, and then I'm going to post it on our Facebook page so you can watch it again. And just let me know if you have any questions, and I'm so glad that you're here. And for those who are watching the recording, again, let me know if you have any questions. All right? Okay, take care, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.